Hi everybody, really great to see so many charities and schools joining us today, and I hope that it's a good use of the next 45 minutes of your time. And like many of you, CMPP this year has had to adapt really quite quickly to the way that we deliver our services and continue to do what we do, but in a safe, COVID secure way. And today's session is all about explaining those changes to you and to tell you about the different types of support we can offer to local schools and charities going forward. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with CMPP, which stands for Community Matters Partnership Project, we're a self-funded charity, so we don't receive any charity funding or grant funding. We cover the costs of our work by engaging and signing businesses up to become members of our network. And our members are really good businesses, businesses who want to be actively involved in their communities to do some good work. But in order for businesses to give back, they really need an organisation like CMPP to set it up for them and to make it easy for them to get involved. And this is what we do. Now, although CMPP is funded by businesses, we are totally driven by community need. And schools and charities have told us that you really need two key things from us. Firstly, you're looking for corporate volunteers, people from across our networks who can share their expertise and time with you. And secondly, easy and effective ways to generate funds to support your amazing causes or your school PTAs. And so we've done our very best this year to hopefully produce a model for the year ahead that reflects just what you need, but enables our business members with a real good opportunity to get involved and give back to their local communities. And I'm delighted that we're able to offer schools and charities in the communities of Surrey Heath, Woking and Rushmore 4 pillars of community support, as shown in this slide that's just come up on your Zoom now. Now, the first 3 pillars involve us recruiting professional business people from across our networks of businesses. And Rachel Austin will be giving you the detail behind this shortly. And the 4th pillar there in yellow is all about providing you with a free platform to help you fundraise and raise awareness of what it is you do locally to your cause or your school. And Emma Russ will be talking to you about this too. I really hope that these pillars will provide you with the extra helping hands and the expertise that you'll need in the year ahead to support your recovery from the pandemic that we've all been going through. Of course, we would love to help you in lots more ways, and we can really see many more ways that we could help and support local organisations. But like you, we are ourselves restricted by funding and capacity. We're only a very small team of part-timers. But what we do have is a huge passion to help you guys and to make a difference to what you do. So I think that's it from me. I'm now going to hand over to my colleague, Rachel, who's going to talk through the first 3 pillars of support for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. So yes, hi everyone. My name is Rachel and I am a corporate volunteer coordinator for CMPP. And it's my job, along with my colleague Anthea's, to source, set up and organise volunteering opportunities for our CMPP members. Now, we work with so many amazing local companies. They, as Tracy said, they all want to give back, and the majority of them actually give their staff between 1 and 3 days a year to go out and volunteer. And we want to make sure that they use them and that you guys all benefit from them as well. So let me tell you about the first 3 pillars and how we can really support you. So firstly, our community action days. So our community action days are hands-on projects where a team from a local business will come out and give you a helping hand with any project you might have. And this might be an environmental project or a project within your school grounds or charity grounds, but anything that you can need some extra helping hands with. Now, our community action days have gone on hold, but they are due to come back on the 12th of April, and we will be offering these for up to 15 volunteers. We'll only be doing these outside for now, so we can just adhere to social distancing and keeping everybody safe, but hopefully that will change in the future, and we'll review numbers and activities in line with government guidelines and update you as and when that changes. So myself and Anthea, we do aim to come out to the majority of our community action days. So we're there on hand to help organise the event. And we absolutely love them. We come away feeling uplifted. We love chatting to new people, meeting new people from the charities, organisations and the businesses, and just connecting those people together. It's so great for everybody's mental health, well-being, and we really do absolutely love that feel of giving back as well. And that is why businesses love doing it. You know, they love to give back to the local community. They love shouting about it across their social media, which is also great for charities, PR, to raise profiles of local charities and schools as well. It's worth mentioning that we don't supply any of the tools for the community action days or equipment. We are there to supply the manpower. We have asked people in the past to bring some tools with them. So, for example, with this festive Frimhurst, you see the pictures here. We did ask people to bring rakes specifically, and people all brought along rakes. So that's not a problem. We can ask people to do that. But yes, it is mainly manpower that we are providing. So you can get a bit of an idea of some of the community action days here from the pictures that I've put up. Also on our web site, if you scroll down to the bottom and click on our YouTube logo, it there shows our YouTube videos of all of our previous community action days. So you can get a few ideas of the things that we've done, some of the projects that we've had in the past. And if you are wanting to go ahead and you've got an idea of a project that you need some support on, you can apply through our website. You can see here, this is just a screenshot of our website that's come up. In the bottom right hand corner, there's a little button that says apply for support. So you click on that and that takes you through to an application where you just fill out information about what you want support with, how many volunteers you might need. That then comes through to myself and Anthea. We send an advert out across our business partners, and then we match you up with a team of volunteers and start the process of organising the Community Action Day. So that's Community Action Days. I'm now going to move on to our second pillar, which is our Speakers for Schools programme. Now, CMPP has lots of connections with local businesses, and this is a real opportunity for local schools to benefit from our partners' amazing career stories. So obviously, in the current circumstances, speakers can't go into schools. We were setting up, so we'd send a speaker into an assembly and they would deliver a chat about their career, telling people how they got to where they are today, what their job role is, that sort of chat with them, and that would be delivered across to an assembly. Obviously, we can't do that now, so we've moved it onto a virtual platform by creating a YouTube channel where I myself sit down with these people from our business partners and chat to them about their job, what they do, ask them a few questions about how they got there, and also, what they have planned for the future. And this is a great way of, we think it's a great way of sharing these stories with a much wider audience, whereas they would be sort of giving up a morning to go out and spend that time in an assembly. By doing it this way, we can actually share it with all of our local schools and colleges, which is brilliant. So it's sharing those messages more. Obviously, in future, we may be able to get speakers back into school, but for the time being, this is a great solution to make sure that those young students don't miss out on some valuable conversations with some real people. So our YouTube channel is all set up. We try and keep the videos to maximum of 20 minutes. So these can be then delivered in tutor times or through PSHE or even in careers sessions, careers weeks. We also have set this up as a podcast. So we have it on Spotify and Apple. So people can download it. We thought this was a great way. Teachers have so little time on their hands, but if they're delivering it in lessons, this is a great way they can download it, listen to it before, make sure they're happy with the content, while they're doing the washing up at home or driving home from school, whatever. Also, students can do it this way. They could download it and listen to it through the podcast to save them having to watch it also. So over the next year, we are looking to build a great resource for schools. And we're also, happy if you've got a particular subject that you want us to cover off, or a particular job sector you want maybe for us to chat to, come through to me. And I can certainly look at that. We've done that with a couple of the local schools already. For example, somebody wanted some information about a bit of an army background. So we've done a video on somebody with an army background. We will also offer an engagement with this as well. So we understand that, you know, it's just another YouTube or it's another Zoom interview that we're watching. But if you do have any questions for the speakers, we can set that up in either a Q&A session afterwards, or just questioning through emails, whatever is suitable for yourselves and the speaker involved as well. We value any feedback on this as well. Obviously, we've all had to adapt to all the changes with the current pandemic. So this is all new to us. It's pushed me very much out of my comfort zone, but I am enjoying having these conversations. So any feedback we really, really value. But get onto our YouTube channel, Spotify or podcast. If you just search CMPP Speakers for Schools, you can have a look at them, have a listen to them. You know, a great one we did last week was with Paul Turner, who's a local butcher from Aldershot, and he just got this most amazing story about how he appeared on Dragon's Den and actually secured a partnership with Peter Jones, but he's just doing something and he just wouldn't take no for an answer. And these are some really, really valuable conversations that I think, well, even we've benefited from hearing, so not just school kids. So yeah, we'll follow up in an email that Rachel Parry, my colleague, will send out to you with all links to these YouTubes and podcast bits as well. So that will all come out. So my final pillar that I'm going to tell you about, the third one, is our workshops for charities. Now, this is something new that we're just in the process of setting up. And it is an opportunity for charities and schools to benefit from the different skills and expertise that our partners might be able to offer. So we have lots of charities that come to us and schools that say that we need some help with marketing, or we need some help with social media, or we might need some help with cyber security. And then we would match them up with somebody in that expertise to help them. So we thought, how can we do this so we're spreading this message further? So we've decided to create a YouTube channel as well, where somebody from in that area of expertise, so again, it might be about social media, of one of our partners, can sit, do a presentation, record that, and then we can send it out to all of our local charities to benefit from and hear those messages. Again, the opportunity will be there to ask any questions, so it won't just be another YouTube video. You will have that engagement if you've got any questions with that direct person, or you might even be able to pick up the phone and have a little chat with them. These are all people that want to give back to the local community, hence why we're setting up these ways to help them give back and to share these amazing skills that they have, that some local charities and schools will really be able to benefit from. So also with that, it would be really great to hear some ideas from charities about what subjects you might want to cover, what you might need some advice in, what you might need some help in. So that'd be great if you can pop that on the chat, and any questions that you've got there. And it's just, you know, we've got the links to those professional people, and so let's connect you together. So those are our first three pillars CMPP have in place to support our charities and schools through the local community. I think you'd agree that they're really great and beneficial to you all, and I think you'll probably all be able to benefit from them one way or another. I hope you found this useful. Any questions, pop them on the chat like Rachel Parry said, and we will come back and hopefully answer them at the end. If we don't have time, we can follow up emails as well. So I'm now going to pass you over to my colleague Emma, who's going to explain about our fourth pillar, another great way that we can support you. So thank you for your time.
Thanks, Rachel. Hi, everyone. So as Rachel briefly mentioned, my pillar is all about helping you to raise money for your charity or school. And that is through our Twilight Runway Challenge, which returns on the 11th of September at Blackbush Airport in Camberley. Now, the idea of the challenge is that you can make it round however you wish, whether it's running, walking, cycling, scooting, getting around on your skateboard. I think even one year we had someone take part in a unicycle, which is pretty crazy. And you've got 3 different route options. There's a 3 kilometre, 5 kilometre or 10 kilometre, and you basically get to take part as the sun goes down. So it's a really unique challenge event, and normally you wouldn't be able to take part and run around a runway, airport runway, legally anyway. So this particular challenge actually was launched in 2012, originally at Farnborough Airport. Originally it was only open to TAG staff, and then eventually also to CMPP partners. And in the first year, it specifically just raised funds for CMPP projects. The airport was actually sold a couple of years ago, and so we contacted Blackbush Airport, and the lovely team there kindly agreed to be the new host. And this is really exciting because not only does this enable us to open it up to more people in the community, but it also enables us to offer this as a fundraising platform to local charities and schools like yourselves. On average, in previous years, we've had between about 400 to 600 participants, and we hope to achieve that again this year, or even hopefully slightly higher than that. It's very fun, very family friendly. I kind of like to think of it as a bit like the atmosphere you'd get in park run. So regardless of whether you're the sort of tortoise or the hare, you're kind of welcomed back. To the finish, whether it took you sort of 15 minutes to bomb around a 5k or whether you walked around with friends and family. You can use the event to get fit, so if you're embarking on, your supporters are embarking on the Couch to 5k programme, it's a really great event to aim for, or it might be that you just want to beat your personal best, especially as the event is flat. Now, schools are using the event this year as a great way to raise equipment. So it might be the PTA use it to raise equipment for a specific piece of equipment, or it might be for resources. And also local charities are using this as a unique opportunity for their supporters to raise funds and awareness. And it's a great opportunity for the community, whether it's schools, charities or local businesses, to all come together for this great community event. And we've got an exciting opportunity for you to be a charity or a school partner. And looking at some of the faces that we've got on the Zoom today, I noticed that we've got a few of our sort of charity and school partners joining us today on this Zoom. So with the Twilight Runway Challenge, as a school or charity partner, by getting involved, it's a great way to encourage your supporters to take part. And you can add it into your events calendar and make it part of your charity fundraising or even school PTA events calendar. You can spread the word to your supporters however you wish, whether it's putting up posters, emailing supporters, or spreading the word on social media. And it's also just getting behind this large family-friendly community event and making some noise about it, however you wish to do that. Now, with regards to fundraising, so we cover the event costs through engaging corporate sponsors, including the likes of High Speed Services. And then when people enter the event, the entry fee provides us at CMPP with income to help fund pillars 1, 2 and 3. And then this means that if anyone does choose to take part for your school or your charity, then 100% of the sponsorship that they raise goes directly to your cause. So there is no cost for you to get involved. And there's also no kind of, I know some events have like minimum or maximum numbers that you need to achieve of entries. There's no sort of legal obligations of how many supporters you have to have taking part in the challenge. And as by being one of our charity or school partners, it's a fantastic platform to help raise awareness of your cause, and also an opportunity to raise that all important vital funds through this unique community event. As part of being a school or charity partner, we'll obviously promote you on our Twilight Runway Challenge website, including a logo, summary, and link through to your website to people to find out more. And also we'll do social media, including your relevant charity or school handle in the run up to and during the challenge. We'll also provide you with access to a range of marketing materials. So we try and make it as easy as possible to be a partner. So if you do want to share a poster or you do want to do some social media posts, we'll provide all of the information and imagery that you require to hopefully make that as easy as possible for you. And if there's anything that you think that you need that we don't provide, then let us know and we can easily help with that. And it is also a really great team building experience. So whether we've got like sports groups taking part, we've got companies taking part, you could also make it kind of as fun and creative as you like. So if you have a charity mascot, or you have a team of people that want to take part, so for example, a school, you might have people wanting to take part in their sort of PE kit with branding for the school. Or fancy dress, we're open for you to be as unique as possible. And regardless of it actually being a fitness and health and wellbeing event, it is fun and everyone has a really good time. So if you are interested in being one of our charity or school partners, if you've got any questions, then I'll happily help.
Just a final word to finish. Tough year for everybody, businesses, families, charities, everybody's had a tough year. But if you take anything, look at the innovation that you've achieved through change this year. We've become digitally, we're hosting Zoom events, we're doing podcasts. We've had a massive change. We've upskilled ourselves, and you will have done the same over the last year. Always sit back and don't remember the things you didn't do. Remember your achievements, because you would have achieved a great deal over the last 12 months. You should feel really proud of that, because you don't have lots of money, you don't have lots of resource, you definitely don't have lots of time, but you do amazing things on such little money, time and capacity. So feel proud and know that people like us and your local business community are right there behind you, championing you all the way and here to help. So thanks ever so much for joining us today.